Fans, on your feet. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, the biggest story of the day. It's the third annual Sunnies Award Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time.
Hello and welcome into the Sunnies. Yeah, we know it's been a tough day on Sun Social, but it is time to celebrate the best and the brightest that is Sun Social Media. Tonight, I am Greg Esposito, your host at Espo. Ahoy, hoy. We've got two-time Lindsay Smith at Lindsay Smith AZ
Hi.
on Twitter. We've got Gerald Bourget at Gerald Bourget. I'm not going to call you nerdy or anything. We'll give you a pass for tonight. And a very special guest joining us, the man and the mind behind the Sunnies. It's Brandon, better known as Zona Hoops. Brandon, how are you, man?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
It is it's fantastic to have you, and thank you for bringing the Sunnies to PHNX tonight. We are excited to be here with each and every one of you and do this up big because Sun Social, there is not a better group of people out there than the group of people that talk about Suns all the time on social.
Agreed. I love the Sunnies Awards. I mean, I say this every time we talk about it, but I genuinely do.
You have 2 Emmys. How many Sunnies do you have?
I have one, I think, last year, right? I won one last year.
You have one.
I got one.
I can't keep count. The trophy shelf is so full. Gerald, how many do you have?
I have one. I'm a one-time Sunny winner.
And Brandon, have you ever awarded yourself a Sunny?
I have 0, so
well,
I should probably just leave.
You should get the honorary, a career achievement Sunny, right?
I mean, considering this is all about content creators and you created the Sunnies, I feel we should have thought about this earlier.
We should have given him a Sunny without him knowing. That would have been great. Congratulations, you won a Sunny, Brandon.
I'll take it. At this point, I'll take it.
Brandon, can you explain to us what was the onus behind the Sunnies? How did it come about, and why did you decide that it was so important to honor people in Sun Social?
Yeah, so I talked about this on the outlet last year with Lindsay. Basically, I was watching The Office, the Dundies episode, which everyone knows. Michael Scott gives out the awards, and I thought, how could I incorporate that into Sun's Twitter, basically? And just ended up sending out a harmless tweet that I just didn't really think much of and gained a lot of traction. So year 2, Lindsay reaches out. I go on the Outlet podcast and talk with Tana Hughes and Cody Cunningham over there. So after that, just kind of blew up, and now it's bigger than the Emmys, the Oscars, all of that. PHNX, shout out to you guys for hosting it. You outbid ESPN and CBS, a bunch of competition was trying to host this show. So
CBS does not seem the demo for a social media award show, does it?
Yeah, I wanted to keep it in state. So
good.
Yeah.
Well, we are very proud to do this, and we actually have a very special guest who is going to talk a little bit more about the Sunnies, actually straight from the beach where it is sunny.
Linda Cohn from SportsCenter, giving you the biggest story of the day. Is there any doubt? Do you even have to ask? Oh, that's my job. I have to tell you what it is, just in case you don't know. Of course, I'm talking about the 3rd annual Sunnies Award Show. Who doesn't love a great award show, as long as it doesn't go on too long? All right, make that a point, Zona. Brandon, both names, same person. Make that happen. Don't let it, go on too long. But bottom line is this, it's a big deal. So breaking news, I don't know who's up for a nomination. I don't know how big this is, but I have a feeling this is unbelievable. Just top of the line award show. I mean, better Oscars, better than the Emmys, better than the Golden Globes. This has to be huge. If you are coming to me to give you the big shout out for the 3rd annual Sunnies Award Show, I expect greatness. I expect nothing less than that. So come through, be there, make it happen, and all of the above. And thank you for the support, and thank you for watching over the years, and thank you for doing this. Good luck with the show.
ESPN legend Linda Cohn jumping on the program to tell you a little bit more about the Sunnies. I like to consider the Sunnies like the Golden Globes, right? The Sun's a giant Golden Globe in and of itself, right? So they are better, though. So we are going to get into winners because that's what you're all here for. You don't want to hear me talk. So let's get into the winners. Our first category of the night is Honorary Suns Fan Team. And Gerald, do you want to tell us who the nominees are in this one?
Yes, absolutely. I love all of these people. This is a shout out to all of the people that are not explicitly Suns fans, but give love to the Suns and know the team well. So we're going to go with our nominees here are Nikias, Kevin O'Connor, Jackson Frank, Mavs Draft, Ben Pfeiffer, and Baines Fan Club.
And we knew that we'd have some misstep. There's no nominees on this. This is actually a team. So you all win. Congratulations on the Honorary Suns Fan Team Award. There's some big heavy hitters there. Baines Fan Club. Everybody's got to love Baines Fan Club, right?
Did we ever figure out who it is behind that account?
I think it's Aaron Baines, right? It's got like nobody loves themselves some Aaron Baines like Aaron Baines. So I'd imagine, it might be him.
Could be. I mean, we've never seen him and Aaron Baines in the same place at the same time.
This is very
you never know.
I think that was the bigger loss when Aaron left was losing that account.
Was losing Baines Fan Club.
Those tweets for sure. So was there there's an esteemed panel that goes into this, but was there anybody specifically on that list that you wanted to highlight, Brandon?
Yeah, shout out to Mavs Draft, aka Suns Draft. That guy's always got the Suns back on Suns Twitter. Always see him defending our guys, and he's not even a Suns fan. So shout out to him. And we miss you, Baines Fan Club.
Yes,
we do. Always a part of the family.
So next on the list is the Photographers of the Year, and Brandon, you're going to bring us that one.
Yep. So we got Mike Breen, Mike Duarte, and Savage Season Media. These are three guys that have been killing it, and just thought they deserve some love.
Perfect. I mean, some of the best photos that you see out there on Suns social, and two in particular that are just big Suns fans. Gotta love it.
Yeah,
I love when their photos pop up on my timeline because I feel like they each have a very different aesthetic and vibe, and it's cool to see how certain moments can be captured in different ways through the eyes of different photographers.
I think that's so unique is how photographers will see a moment and they get to capture it. The Value, a very great example of that. There were multiple angles that were taken from that, even some fan photos. It's just amazing to see what they see through that lens and be able to see it on social. Next on the list, and Lindsay, this will be yours. And I love this category. It's Parent of the Year. Yes. Where else are you going to get a Parent of the Year award outside of a PTA meeting, right? You're not going to get that.
This was such a great addition to this year's Sunny. So the Parent of the Year award goes to CJ Johnson at number 4 Mama. That is Javon Carter's mom. She is an absolute angel. I love this woman. She is so kind, so supportive. I hope she still hangs out with us this upcoming season and just kind of throughout the years because she was so much fun on Twitter and on Instagram too.
What was the over-under on Lindsay referring to somebody as an angel or sweet baby angel in the award show?
I think 2.5.
I think we're close.
I don't give it out lightly.
Well,
I feel like I've only said it twice so far.
It's like an award in and of
It
itself.
is.
All right.
You can look up the DraftKings props for that one.
Look at it. The man is a special guest in getting in the sponsors. That's what we love here at PHNX. Look, anybody that will defend their son the way that Javon's mom did on social media deserves an award. I mean, that's that hands down. If my mother knew how to tweet, I don't think she'd defend me the way that Javon's mom did. And probably rightfully so.
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, I was like, yeah, probably not. But it's sad. We've taken some losses between Baines Fan Club and Javon's mom. And you remember Rashawn Holmes' mother? She was fantastic on Twitter too. But shout out to all these people.
Maybe Landry Shamet or JaVale McGee's mother, a gold medal winning athlete herself. Maybe we'll get somebody new for next year's award here. My favorite award is this next one, and I get the honor of sharing that. and it's going to be the worst tweet of the year. And somehow I didn't win this one, all right? Somehow I did not win this award, and Sam Quinn won this award. And the tweet, he was so confident that Chris Paul was not going to win not make the playoffs or win a playoff series when he came to the Suns in the time his contract was here, before his contract ran out, that he went out there and he said it on Twitter. I jumped in there right away and said, hey, you want to make a bet on this? And you know what? I had forgotten we had made the bet. And then a bunch of people in Twitter start, showing us or start bringing this back up after the Suns beat the Lakers, right?
Yep.
So, and everybody's like, you got to pay up, buddy. You got to pay. And I didn't think much of it. We'd bet a hat and $50 to charity. Like, that was what it was. Within minutes, the guy hit me up in DM, said, what size hat? Send me the link to it. I'm going to donate $150 to your charity of choice out in Phoenix. So the tweet may have sucked, but the man actually came through on what he said. So Sam, congratulations on winning Tweet of the Year, and also thank you for the hat. I wear it on a regular basis. It's a beautiful black Suns hat that I wear on the regular. And St. Vincent de Paul, thanks you for your $150 donation as well. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I didn't know the background story of that. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, he took a lot of heat too.
He did. Oh, yeah.
And some people still will bring that up and be like, did he ever, they'll tweet, did he ever pay you up? And I'm like, yes, he paid.
And he didn't delete it, surprisingly. He kept it up, so that's impressive.
I will give anybody credit for that. If you have a bad take and you stand by it and say, look, I was wrong, because I've had plenty of those.
Right.
We
all have. We all
Gerald
have.
confirms it. Yes, my sources confirm. Yes, Espos had terrible tweets. I give it up to Sam. So congratulations on your Sunny. It's not worth quite what the hat and the donation was, but we'll mail it to you anyways.
Yes. So let's move on to the all super fan team, which is an exciting one. We have our nominees. We have actual winners here. We've got Zainzor, Veronica, Angelina, Suns Armband Man, and Mr. Orange. So congratulations to you guys. Some of the best fans on Suns Twitter. I've met Angelina in person. She's great. Mr. Orange, you can't miss him at any Suns game. I mean, these are all like iconic folks on Suns Twitter.
I don't know. Veronica, Angelina, that crew gave Mr. Orange a run in the playoffs. They got recognized a lot on television during that. Zainzor got his run too. Some of the most fun anthems that happened this playoff run as well.
That's a great group of people. That was a good one. Tip of the hat to you, Brandon, for that one.
I appreciate it. They created a bunch of memes, so I mean, great content for Twitter too. So it was awesome. That playoff run, I think Suns, like Twitter in general, just killed it.
It was great to see, and I had to honor Mr. Orange by wearing the orange tuxedo shirt this evening. So shout out to you, sir, for representing the fan base over the years. You've always been great out there as well. So the next award is the Voice of Reason Award, and we've got a very special presenter joining us for that one.
Hey there, friends. It's your friendly neighborhood Cal Nelson here to tell you who the Sunnies Award winner is for the Voice of Reason. It's my longtime Twitter pal, Jacob Padilla. Now, Jacob has been covering the Midwest Hoops scene for quite a while now. He used to write for Bright Side of the Sun back in the day, but that doesn't mean he can't be a Suns fan still mixing it up in the replies, and that's what he does. And Jacob will give you what he thinks. He'll give you his opinion. Sometimes it'll catch a ratio or two for him, but he's always going to tell you what he thinks and try to be that voice of reason, which, gosh darn it, what an excellent recipient for this award, in my opinion. Apparently a few others, too, because he won the award. Congratulations, Jacob.
Okay.
That was an amazing
I
read.
love Kellen. I did not know he could go full Micro Machine Man read on that. That was speed reading at its finest. Thank you, Kellen, for that. Congratulations, Jacob, on being the voice of reason.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I told him like keep it under like 30 seconds or something. So he killed it doing
He's
that.
like, I have a lot to get in a very small amount of time.
I love me some Jacob, and I have a lot of things to say. I'm going to get it in. Jacob is one of those guys that very much voice of reason, will hold people accountable, has definitely done that to multiple people, and we love it, Jacob. So keep up the great work. Congratulations on your Voice of Reason award. The next award is the Diana Taurasi Award. that goes to, drum roll please. I love this envelope. It's Madison Curley, our friend who's now actually over at the Cavs doing fantastic work for the Cavs, but long before the NBA had scooped her up. She was always active in social here in town. So she wins the Diana Taurasi Award. What was the thought behind naming an award after Diana and kind of the spirit behind that, Brandon?
Well, DT is the GOAT, so I feel like it was only right to add her into the Sunny Award. So first time winner, Madison Curley, with the Cavs now. So kind of a traitor, but it's fine. Like, she's still a diehard Suns fan. So shout out to her.
Also very active.
Yeah,
like if you follow her on Instagram or Twitter, you'll see she's constantly still posting about the Suns and the Mercury. So.
And fun story, she organized a white elephant swap for Christmas for Suns fans one year. And I thought that was really nice. I participated, and that was really cool of her to put together.
I did too. That was very fun. A cool way for us to all kind of interact, even digitally, but get something physically and thank everybody. And she's chasing a ring. You can't blame somebody for doing that. So Madison, congratulations on that. Next one on our list, we're doing the On Brand Award, and our friend Mike Vigil of the Timeline is here to tell us who won.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike, host of the Timeline podcast and former Sunny winner myself. I'm happy to announce the winner for the On Brand Sunny Award, and the winner is Zin Varlock, one of my favorite fans of the Timeline podcast. Zin's brand is as defined as they come on Twitter. Start DeAndre Ayton at small forward, you cowards. If you know, you know. Just don't look up his tweets about Monty Williams. He has many different types of on-brand tweets that are hilarious, involve some sort of relevant satire or sarcasm that's good enough for a laugh. He's a good follow in general, though. Make sure to follow him. Congratulations, Zin, on your Sunny Award.
I love Zin. Zin always makes me laugh. So I think that's a great award for Zin to take home tonight.
I mean, who among us hasn't been quote tweeted by Zin with a "this one's on Monty"? Everyone has.
If you know, you know.
Yes, exactly. So someday we will get Mike Vigil to take that paper bag off and show us.
Okay, I was just gonna say, has it gotten to the point where he can't?
I don't think he can. I think if he comes on this podcast, he's going to be having to wear a paper bag the whole time.
Mike, I challenge you to come on this podcast and either reveal your face or wear the paper bag.
I vote wear the paper bag. I think that would be so funny.
Come on,
and
Mike.
it's his thing. Like, that's who he is now.
I feel like you can't wear it anymore, though. We went to the finals. Like, the Suns went to the finals. Like,
but if
it was a shame thing at first,
I believe. If he changed his Twitter profile, like, you wouldn't recognize it. I mean, yes, his name is right there, but I look at the picture more than anything. I feel like that's how you recognize who your friends on Twitter are.
I agree. He's stuck with that for life. You can't change your avatar.
Thank you.
Ever, Mike. You're stuck.
Next year, I want best avatar.
There you go.
We need that.
Mike says he didn't wear it on the solar panel.
Oh,
this is true. He did. That's fair.
Yeah, in the comments, drop any new awards you want to see. We're open to anything, so
yes.
Throw them in there.
Absolutely.
Also, just shout out to everyone who's watching and joining in on the comments. We appreciate you all very much.
So our next award is the Rising Star Award, and before we get to Surge to tell you who won, let's run through the nominees here. Bryce Wheeler, Caitlin Candles. I have terrible eyesight. Allie and Chase are the nominees, but let's send it to Surge to see who won.
Hey guys, it's Serge here, aka the Chug Father, and I'm honored to announce the winner of this year's Sunny for Rising Star Award. So without further ado, and the winner is Caitlin. Congratulations. Cheers.
A man who has helped make our livers all a little bit worse on Sun's Twitter. Serge, thanks for reading that award. Caitlin, congratulations on being named the Rising Star for this year.
Yes.
Okay. There was so much greatness that came from that like 20-second video right now. Serge, you are amazing. From the microphone to the beer, the shirt, the very nonchalant congratulations, even though I know you were excited for Caitlin. I love that.
Serge gets the branding in, right? The Chug Father shirt is there and in prime display. The microphone with nothing plugged in, it was just quality. Yes. That wins a Sunny next year on its own, I think, is the best the best award-winning video next year. I think, Serge, you're going to be on the list for that for sure. Oh, the next one's a big deal here. This is not an award you should take lightly. The next one, it is the OG award, and let me tell you, the nominees are three people that are fantastic here. It's Dave King, John Bloom, and Mike. And I never know how to pronounce Mike's. How do you pronounce Mike's last name?
I believe it's Lisboa.
Lisboa. Thank you. I
could be wrong. Don't quote me on it.
I can read it real well on Twitter. I just don't know how to actually pronounce it. These are kind of things you ask in a pre-show meeting rather than right here on the air. I think this is odd, though. We're going to send it to Dave King, one of the nominees, to tell you who won the OG award.
Hey, everybody. Dave King here. Proud to announce this year's winner of the 2021 OG Award for the Sunnies. I won it in 2019. Espo won it the year later. Now, Zona has gone way, way, way back and gotten us another OG from the original Suns Twitter, from the original Bright Side of the Sun, Mike Lisboa. Congratulations, Mike Lisboa. We've been friends a long time, and I'm so glad to see you get this award.
So, would have been really awkward if Dave said, Dave King the winner. But Dave, I want to thank you for naming me the winner of the OG award before, because I didn't win it. It was actually John Bloom. Let's give John credit. I don't want to steal John's award. My former post-game radio host, I love him, but I'm not going to steal it from him. But Mike Lisboa, congratulations, man, on being the OG. Hearing my voice crack as I congratulate you. You get so many different things tonight in being the OG, but you are a staple when it comes to Suns writing, Suns social. Well-deserved award tonight.
We were going to let the crack go. You didn't have to bring it up.
Are you new to this? I self-deprecate all the time. That's the way it is.
I had Mike Lisboa on my podcast earlier in the year, and he's a great guy. We talked about Suns. We talked about a show on HBO called 30 Coins. Like, he's just a great dude. So happy to see him win this award.
What was it about Mike that made him the OG on this?
He's just, I don't know. He's just always there. Like, he's just a solid tweeter. I always have good interactions with him, and just someone that I'm a big fan of on Twitter. So I thought it'd be right to pay my respects to him. Shout out to Dave King for announcing. I don't think he even knew he was nominated. So sorry for announcing that you lost. But shout out to Dave though for.
Okay, but for real though, like from one OG to the other.
Exactly. He's passing the torch.
Kind of work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's great. But let's do most underrated award next, huh? So
let's do it.
Our nominees here are Dom Tesoriero, Christian Coker, John Voida, and John Phipps. And our winner is, drum roll please. Thanks everyone. John Phipps for most underrated. There we go.
Sound effect.
Congratulations, John. I feel like that's a pretty stat category as well. Brandon, what was your thinking on this one?
Just trying to find people that maybe don't have as huge of a following as some of these other accounts on here that I just enjoy on Twitter. So shout out to John. He's always really supportive, engaging with people, and yeah, everyone in that category. That was a tough one. So yeah.
Shout out to Darth Voida as well. One of the hardest working guys on Sun Social. Good to see him get the nomination as well on that one. So we've got the most improved award. Do we have a least improved award too, or is it just the most?
we did last year actually. Like Suns After Dark, like he was in on it. Like I said, like sophomore slump for him.
Oh yeah,
and like he knew like it was like just a bit. But this year I took it off because I didn't want to offend anyone too bad. Yeah. Besides Sam for worst tweet of the year,
but he earned it.
Yeah,
so that was a badge of honor for Sam there. So we're looking at the most improved. The nominees are not Ryan McD, which I'm not 100% sure it's not actually Ryan McDonough, tweeting under that. Suns GOAT, Durag Hoops and Damon Alred. Let's see who won as we send it to David Kevin. To give
Hey
us the
Suns
name.
fans, it's David from the 4 Point Play here, and I am very honoured to announce the Most Improved Sunnies Award, which this year happens to go to one of my absolute favourite people from within Suns Twitter. The winner is none other than my guy, Durag Hoops. Durag is arguably the most underrated Suns analyst out there in my book and deserves all the praise that comes his way. Congrats, mate.
There is nothing better in an award show than an Australian accent.
Absolutely.
You could
Love
read
David.
you could read the most insulting award possible, and with that accent, it is spectacular. So thank you for that. Again, congratulations to Durag Hoops, who not only wins the award but got that beautiful accent to give it to him as well. So,
Yeah.
what was it about Durag that stood out?
He's just been creating content on his YouTube channel for a while now, killing it. So, just try to reward people like that, help him get a follow on YouTube and subscribe to his channel, Durag Hoops. And shout out to David for, like you mentioned, that was a great announcement there.
Yes. Two guys who absolutely know their hoops too.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
very intelligent individuals when it comes to knowing the game of basketball. So love them both.
Definitely. So next on the list here today is the Best Bit Award, and it's going to be presented by Tana Hughes.
Hey everyone, it's Tana Hughes. First, I want to thank the Sunnies for having me out. I'm super excited to announce that this year's Best Bit Award goes to Davon Wade for coining the term loyal fan seats in response to fans who would post photos on Twitter in the upper deck or the nosebleeds. Davon is Devin Booker's brother, so it's so special to see when family members can get on a social media app and be as engaged as Davon is with a community as special as Suns Twitter is. This was actually one of my favorite subplots of Suns Twitter this season, as Davon would respond to the fans sitting in the nosebleeds with loyal fan seats, whether it was a home or an away game. That's the type of interaction that makes Twitter such a special place to be. So congrats, Davon.
Yeah, congratulations to Davon. I love that Devin Booker's brother is so active on Twitter and willing to get in there and talk with fans and basically tip his hat to fans that are up there in that upper deck. There is no better seat in the house. I will say it. Sure, you can be closer to the court, but there's no better fans and more passionate than when you're up in those upper deck seats. So Davon, thanks for giving those guys shout outs.
Yeah, I remember the first time he did it, I thought it was awesome. And then he kept running with it and turned it into like a bit and like running theme. So I thought it was awesome. So shout out to him.
And all the fans up there too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Loyal fan seats.
Let me ask, the next one, Brandon, is the all comedy team. Now, is this attempted comedy or actual funny comedy?
A little bit of both.
Because I don't see myself on this list.
It's not unintentional comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I was getting at. I attempt comedy a lot. That was Saul Bookman, if you couldn't tell, in the background. The man not willing to be in front of the camera tonight, but willing to shout at us when necessary. Let's send it to our friend Sam Cooper from the Timeline for the all comedy team.
What's up, guys? This is Sam Cooper from the Timeline Podcast. I am ecstatic to announce the winners of the all-comedy team. If you need a smile or a laugh, these are your guys. Please go ahead and give them a follow. First up, we've got Rowan Singh. Rowan is bloody hilarious. Show him some love and follow him if you can. He's got an elite tier blend of comedy, bits, and takes. Next up, shout out to Swavey Keese. Keese After Dark can be scary hours, but it's also a hilarious dynamic. He also offers some really good basketball takes on this account as well. We've got Nicholas Stick. Nick is Nick. There's no other way to put it, whether it's a satirical post or him asking who in response to a tweet referencing just about any name. He's a great follow for a laugh. Scott Howard had to be on here. Scott's brand is so strong that it's difficult to know when he's doing a bit or making a serious tweet, but either way, Mr. Elmo was a no-brainer pick. And finally, we've got Dylan. That's at Art of the Dill, a.k.a. The Hair Guy. Dylan is one of the most underrated accounts, in my opinion, on Suns Twitter. Please go ahead, get his follower count up.
So Nick Stick?
Who?
Exactly. Thank you. I love that Scott made this list because one of my favorite Scott and I have interacted for years. So one of my favorite things is, and I I'm sure he doesn't care, but Scott Howard isn't his name. Most people don't get that that's a reference to Teen Wolf, which is funny in and of itself. That
I
most
didn't
people
know
don't
that.
get that. Yes, that's Teen Wolf's real name. So it's a
I had no
pseudonym.
idea.
Even his name is a fantastic troll job.
Exactly.
It's just, he's
so
committed.
spectacular. This group gives so much entertainment on Sun Social, even on days like we were talking about today, where it can be rough for a Suns fan because of multiple reasons. This group can really make you laugh.
The comments on the in the chat right now are hilarious to me. I'm sorry if I get distracted, but this is like a show.
Is the all comedy team in there? Or are they making the jokes?
A whole bunch of people are in here, and it's hilarious. Sorry.
We've lost Lindsay for the remainder of the program. So.
I'm just watching the comments and just peacefully enjoying it over here.
Look, I am excited to present the next award. Brandon had asked me to do a video before we were talking about bringing this over to PHNX, and when I found out who won this one, I was very excited that I got the chance to do this. The nominees were for Rookie of the Year were Zane Zor and Ridiculous Cage on this one, and I am proud to tell you that the winner of the Sunnies Award for Rookie of the Year is none other than, I like the dramatic pause, it's Ridiculous Cage, which is one of my favorite names on Twitter. And I hope for his case that, unlike his namesake, Nicolas Cage, after his impressive early career run, hopefully his late career run isn't like the actor. I hope you have long success, Ridiculous. You're one of my favorite follows, so congratulations on Rookie of the Year.
He puts together fantastic video content. That's actually how I came across his stuff. Was someone was sharing this fan edited video, and I watched it, and it was like professionally done. So really cool follow if you don't follow him, everybody.
Great interaction too, which I love. That's what it's about, is getting to interact with great fans, and he's fantastic at it.
Yep, I echo everything Gerald said as well. He's awesome, underrated. We talked about that on Friday, actually, just going over Suns Twitter accounts that we liked, and he was one of them. So
I think you should tell that story again, just in case some people didn't know.
Yeah, so Cage reached out and said, so last year when I was on the outlet with Lindsay, we had a bunch of people that reached out actually, but Cage is one of them that said he didn't really have a Twitter account and he wasn't active. And then he saw that video and he pretty much joined Twitter just to be a part of it because of that video. So I thought that was awesome. I don't know how many other people saw that and joined Twitter, but Cage was a great addition. So shout out to Lindsay for having me on and making that
shout out to you
possible.
Because if it wasn't for the Sunnies highlighting how amazing Suns Twitter is, we wouldn't have people like Cage who joined Twitter again to be a part of this community. And also shout out Suns Twitter, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have all of this stuff. It's the trickle down effect.
Yeah. So he was on Twitter and he left and he got back.
I think he just said he had an account, he just never really used it, from what I remember, and until that video.
I didn't know if we had like a Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year situation here, where technically Rookie of the Year.
We'll never try to trade you, Ridiculous Cage.
Just work on your jump shot.
Unless we can get like 15 first-round picks and some talent like the 76ers are asking for. Look, all hustle team. I'm going to do this as fast as I can. I'm going to channel my inner Kellen Olson on this one. I'm going to hustle through this. The all hustle team, our MVP is Vince Marotta. Shout out Vinny. EJ, K-Ray, Tom Leander, Tom Chambers, Ann Myers Drysdale, Dave Burns, John Gambadoro, John Bloom, Catherine Fitzgerald, David Cantabiano. Damn, I knew I was going to slip up with this. Bailey O, Alicia Blanco, Dwayne Rankin, Richard Science, and Adam Waltz. Congratulations. You are the all hustle team. You guys put out the whole group on that list. Work hard, produce such great content. And the MVP, Vince Marotta, there's not a guy that works harder than that in media or as the PA announcer for the Suns. He is everywhere. Tip of the hat to Vinny there as well.
Yeah, shout out to Vince. That was a great intro with him doing the whole PA announcer. That was awesome. But yeah, he deserved the MVP. Great list of people, though.
Yeah, some of the best that I've had the opportunity to know or work with are on that list. So congratulations to each and every one of you.
All right, up next, we've got All Suns content team and staff. And I love this one because there's so many faces behind the scenes that don't get enough credit for what they do. So, of course, we're going to start with the MVP, Tana Hughes, who joined us a little bit earlier in the show. Tana, congratulations. I'm really excited for you. And then we also want to shout out Cody Cunningham, my guy, Bob Adlock, Nick Williams, who held it down for over a decade over there for the Suns and made some really amazing content. Michael Ramirez, Allison Harrises, Garrett Daniels, Brandon Spahn, Selena Neiman, and Sean Deloney. All amazing people who create some awesome content over at the Suns and do some great stuff. So shout out to all of you guys as well.
Congratulations to SD for being back in the building, too.
Yes.
Back with the Suns after a foray with the Cardinals. Glad to have Sean back creating fantastic content.
Oh yeah, they killed it, especially during the finals run. Like, they were doing just as well as the Suns were, I thought. Some of the stuff they're putting out was awesome. So shout out to them.
The all media team is next, and we're going to send it over to our friend Shrieker to give you the winners on this all media team.
What's up, everyone? This is Shrieker, aka @ShriekyShooter on Twitter. And I'm excited to be announcing one of the greatest Sunnies, the all media team. We had a pretty incredible year of coverage around one of the greatest Suns teams of all time. So I think it's important to recognize a lot of the folks who put in that coverage. So let's get started right off the bat with the media MVP, who is none other than Kellen Olson, the GOAT. Moving on, we have some pretty amazing names on the rest of the all media team list. We have Gina Mizell. We also have Dave King. We also have Lindsey Smith. Speaking of PHNX, we also have Gerald Bourget. We have Espo. We have Brendan Clean. Lastly, we have Saul Bookman. Shout out to all of you, and congrats on winning your Sunnies.
Two-time, Gerald.
Two-time? Now I have to call you two-time, too?
That's right.
I think you do, contractually, yeah.
Contractually, it's now obligate. Thanks, Brandon. Contractually, it's now obligate. No, but an honor to be included in this team. And thank you, Brandon, for including, four of us who are in this room, along with some other amazing names, Gina and Dave on the writing side, Brandon. Brendan. I got Brandon on the mind. Brendan, of course, Brendan Clean, both writing and audio, putting in a lot of effort over the years. An honor to be part of such a spectacular group. So thank you. It is nice to be recognized.
Yeah.
Yes,
Gerald, do you
thank
feel
you.
the same?
I do.
Okay.
That's a great list of people, just great reporters, writers, storytellers, and human beings, most of all. Like, everybody on that list is a good person too, which I love that about the Suns media room. So
Yeah, and congratulations to Kellen for being the MVP of that all media team. Kellen is one of the hardest workers out there as well. A lot of people will be like, well, why are you honoring somebody that isn't? We're a big family in terms of all this, and people put in a lot of work across the board, and it's not about competing. Gerald had Kellen on the other day. You guys both write fantastic stuff. So congratulations, Kellen. You very much deserve that, and everybody on the list deserves to be part of that. So we're just proud to be included in that family of Suns media.
Kellen's the
well.
homie.
he is.
Always will be.
Shout out Kellen.
Yeah.
And I put that list together before I even knew the show was going to be hosted here. So just so you guys know.
So it wasn't by the PHNX
no bias.
influence.
Absolutely
It's
not.
all right if you let us know you added Saul last minute. It's okay.
No,
We
you
didn't
guys are
pay
the super
him
team
for
over
that.
here. So
Saul just shoots me a look. I love when Saul doesn't have a mic to actually respond. We love you as well. So
yeah, shout out to Saul. He's done a lot behind the scenes helping
Yes.
make this possible. So
Absolutely.
big thank you to him.
without him and Jacob, our man behind the Mac,
Definitely, Jacob's
right
been
now,
awesome.
We wouldn't have the production. And Michaela rocking it on the social media. I would have heard about that if I hadn't mentioned that as well. So Brandon, you're going to do the next award, one of the biggies here
Yep.
on the Sunnies. You want to tell the good people what the next award is?
Yes, I should have this memorized, but here we go. So we're doing the best podcast. The nominees are Solar Panel, Locked On Suns, Suns Jam Session, 7 seconds or less, Fanning the Flames, and the Timeline. And the winner is...
What's up, guys? Rob Perez, Worldwide Wob here. Just wanted to congratulate Sam Cooper, Mike Vigil, and everyone over at the Timeline for winning the Sunny for Best Sons Podcast Award. Keep killing it, y'all.
I want to know who and everyone else is that are getting the Sunny, because I know those two guys work their backsides off for that program, and I know that they do great work.
Well, I think that's what it is it's such great work that everyone assumes there's more people behind the scenes.
They think there's a staff of thousands that are helping.
They definitely have some interns over there or something.
They are fantastic show. Congratulations to you guys. An honor that is well deserved, and we're spoiled as a fan base. I guarantee. I used to joke that we had as many Suns podcasts as wins in some seasons, and we're lucky. There's a lot of great audio content out there, and Sam and Mike in the Timeline do a fantastic job.
Yes, and if you haven't subscribed or listened to any of those podcasts, I encourage you to do so. Really great content from all of those podcasts. And for the Timeline, they just did their internal development series, which was really great. It was a play on Arrested Development with the younger guys. They actually invited me on the show, which was really cool. We got to talk about Cam Johnson. They're just one of those shows that you need to do your homework for, because they're going to bring it every time.
One of my favorite guest spots I've ever done on a podcast was with them about the 7 seconds or less Suns. It was a whole look back on that, and I loved being a part of it. It was fantastic. Yeah, subscribe to all these shows. Shameless plug. Subscribe to the PHNX Suns podcast as well. But everybody does fantastic work. So rate, review, 5 stars preferably, and say nice things if you will as well.
The internal development little intro at the beginning is so funny.
Yeah,
and he sounds so much like actual Arrested Development intro. I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You did a really great job.
It's uncanny. It was perfect.
I also love that somebody else really appreciates Arrested Development, because I feel like it didn't get the love that it should have. It was before its time.
Yeah.
Gerald, we can go on this rant later.
We can. We'll do a G-rated eventually.
Yes, we will. But for now, it's time to announce the all-first team for this year. So, congratulations to Serge Caraveo, Craig Hamill, Mike Vigil, Sam Cooper, and Cody Hunt. Sorry, I got really excited to announce that. I didn't even wait for the graphic.
I'm so glad you did it, because the pronunciation I would have just butchered. You nailed the pronunciation.
Well, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
tried really hard.
I try to give you a compliment every once in a while. I'm harsh on people, but you killed it on that.
But shout out to those guys. Well deserved. You guys make really great content. You make Suns Twitter enjoyable. You provide humor. You provide intellect. You provide all the things that we appreciate around this game and this community. So thanks, guys.
Craig does not get his due. I love Craig on Twitter. One of my favorite follows. So, and the whole list is great, but Craig stands out to me as the guy that, like, I don't think Suns Twitter would be what it is without Craig.
Yeah, totally agree. And then Serge is doing the chugging with the fellas.
Yes.
That was awesome throughout the year too. So shout out to him and Cody as well. Mike and Sam got enough love winning the best podcast.
enough with that.
Shout out to the other three.
Yeah, Serge definitely deserves the praise for the chugging with the fellas and that whole movement that gained a whole life of its own in the postseason for sure. I hadn't chugged that much beer in a very long time, so thank you for that, Serge. Next, most places do the all second team before they do the all first team. We're not most places. This is the Sunnies on PHNX. So we're going to the all second team, and I'm going to welcome in my dear friend John Bloom to tell us about it.
Thanks a lot, Lindsay, and I know I speak for all of Planet Orange when I say it is great to have you back on the Phoenix Suns beat. And now it's time for the all-second team, beginning with the first of two Maxes on this squad. Max McCauley offers some great insight and takes, and occasionally does so on the 7 seconds or less podcast with our guy David from Down Under. So Max leading the 5 on this all-second team, followed up by my guy, Flex from Jersey. A lot of folks don't know. Most people starting to know. But Flex actually, well, he goes by Flex now. Even his family calling him Flex, but his given name is Felix. And back in the day, 8 or 9 years ago, when he first called the Suns post-game show, he told the call screener his name was Felix. They typed it up Flex, and it has stuck. And this dude is giving Suns fans inside information now from places you don't even know. Flex, congrats, man. You made the second team. Michael Schwartz hit the big time. I remember him when he was just this young punk walking into the Al McCoy media room. Michael's one of the smartest Suns fans out there, and thank goodness he's repping all of us at the mothership at ESPN. He was even a guest on the Low Post podcast, going big time with Michael Schwartz. And now to the second of our two Maxes, Max Hodder. He's got a balance of being hilarious, and he also offers insight simultaneously with that humor. Love reading what you've got to offer there, Max. And then Jordan Karchner rounding out this wonderful team of 5. Last year's voice of reason. Jordan takes a leap into the all-second team status. He's a very active tweeter. He always offers level-headed takes and value into a lot of conversations, which is what Twitter is all about. Appreciate you, Jordan, Max, Michael, Cody, and Max. Good work. Keep it up, and let's hope we've got even better things to discuss on Suns Twitter here in 2021 and 2022. Thanks for having me, Brandon, and go Suns.
So a little context for that one.
Bloom wasn't being rude to me. That's what we're trying to say.
No.
That was pre-recorded.
Thanks, Lindsay.
So again, same like you said earlier, before we had found out that we were going to partner on this, Brandon asked me to make a video, and I was supposed to pitch it to John Bloom at the end. So I'm assuming you told John the same thing, that Lindsay's going to pitch it to you. So that was that whole thing. Hilarious, though.
Knowing John as well as I know, he may have done that anyways if it were live, just to give me a hard time.
Yes.
So.
Also, one thing real quick in the comments before we go. Nick, it's 7:47. Sir, drink some coffee. It is not past your bedtime.
John Bloom can have as much damn time as he wants to announce the second team. I don't care what time you have to go to bed, buddy. We're getting to the biggies, right? The biggest awards of the night are here. The first one is going to be the MVP runner-up, and Mitch.
Let's do nominations first.
Oh, do we? I'm sorry.
Jesus, that's
Oh, hey, well, you write these things in the smallest text possible. How about the nominees for MVP? Brandon, why don't you do the honors?
Yeah. So the nominees for the runner-up: David Nash, Ridiculous Cage, Sreaker, Mike Vigil, and Serge, aka the Chug Father.
That's a stat group.
Okay. And
hey there, Suns fans. Congrats to David Kevin on winning the MVP runner-up Sunny Award. Go Boomers. Also to Mr. 4-point play, David Kevin, you absolute legend. Keep up the great work. This one's from Brandon, a.k.a. Zona. All the best, legends.
Yeah. Shout out Mitch Creek for announcing that. I'm sure the Aussie Suns fans will love that. And that takes us to the MVP winner. And it's none other than, drum roll, please. Thank you. It's Sreaker, a.k.a. Streaky Shooter. One of my favorite follows on Suns Twitter. He has the best jokes, timely jokes. And I think he's the rightful king of Suns Twitter.
He's like an ambassador for our entire brand, pretty much. He makes us look good with his jokes.
He's
huge following.
I don't understand how he's so quick and so timely on different things that pop up. I'm like, man, can I just borrow your brain for a quick second?
He's either independently wealthy, so he can be on Twitter all the time, or he's really just not getting things done elsewhere. No, but man, OG too. This is somebody. This is not a newcomer to Sun Social.
Yeah,
he's been there since day one and putting in the work. So MVP, well deserved. Here, that is the Sunnies. Brandon, thank you so much for letting us share in this tonight here on PHNX. It has been an honor to be able to do that with you.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Like I said, every year I want this to get crazier. So hopefully next year we can go to Chili's and do a live show or something.
I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
Man, we're going to definitely have this at a bar one day. And it's going to be outrageous.
Yes. This is only the beginning, guys. So
Like, I feel like some people will be sleeping in the bar.
That's okay.
Surge.
Surge. I think Surge is immune. If you chug that
That's
much,
true.
you were immune at some
He
point.
probably has a really high tolerance.
Look, this is a celebration of you, the Suns fans, and being able to be a part of this and do this with you. Each and every one of you, our fellow media members, fellow podcasters, tweeters, people that are just watching and enjoying because they enjoy the content. Without all of you, there are no Suns. There is not this community. There is not the energy that we all got to experience in a time where we all needed it this past summer. So thank you all so much. Again, we are very honored to be able to do this. And Brandon, thank you, man. Truly, thank you for honoring the best and the brightest in this. Again, you deserve a Sunny in your own category for all this. So it's truly, and the work you do on zonahoops.com as well, man. You are one of the bright spots. So thank you for letting us share in this. Congratulations on all of it, and thanks for being a part of it.
of course, it means a lot. Appreciate it. And shout out to all of you guys for helping put this together. I know a lot of work went on behind the scenes, so happy to be here.
Hey, some housekeeping tomorrow after the game, after the preseason game, 3:00 start, Suns Lakers. Right after the game wraps up, we'll be live back here on PHNX for a live post-game show. Myself, Saul Bookman, Lindsay Smith. I didn't forget your last name.
It's cool.
It's Lindsay.
I get it.
Smith
Lindsay
is like
two-time now.
It's like the easiest name to remember, and I forgot. So Lindsay Smith, 2-time. We'll all be there.
Real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Zachary
I forgot your name.
K.
You can
early
go.
on in the show said Brandon deserves the Brandon of the Year award. So
Yes.
we are
Let's
giving
go.
Brandon the Brandon of the
Congratulations.
Year
Brandon of
award
the Year.
to wrap up the Sunnies.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yes.
We appreciate you. And now to wrap it up, one of my favorites, some of the best original music you're going to hear. It is one of our friends, Zanzor. Take it away, man.
What's up, everybody? It's Zor. It's a blessing to be on the Sunnies. We had so much fun last season online, in person, and I'm excited to see what's to come. Hope y'all are stoked. Go Suns! Big Mike Vahia with the bag around his head. Scooper out east, so we never go to bed. Jersey got flex, where the facts get fed. Every word he say is true, best believe what he said. Shouts to Angelina and the 2-2 squad. Hey. Don't forget Kellen, he the media god. Couldn't shout out every single pod, but Voida gets love cause he deserve an applaud. So many folks making up this community. It's so much love that's been shared between you and me. I know that we can all agree that it's really true to be unified. Speaking of a Lakers early eulogy. Ballot boys, we them ballot boys. 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 Let's go Suns to the day I die. Ballot boys, we them ballot boys. 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 Let's go Suns to the day I die.